Hey, Mac here again. I spend a majority of my time working with high performers like professional athletes, C-suite leaders, and top-ranking sales executives who are always trying to maximize their productivity and performance. I see a lot of people, myself included, making the same mistake when it comes to attempting to live a more productive and all-around better life. Most of us focus on effective time management, and I agree, this is a very important factor. However, the most important component when it comes to increasing productivity and getting more out of your day and your overall life, it's often overlooked. It's energy management, and I define this as the ability to use one's energy effectively and productively. The quality of energy that you bring to your present experience is the key factor in playing the game of life and in business at the genius level. So let's bring on the energy and get the most out of our time on this planet. Not that complicated, right? In today's culture, distractions are coming at us constantly. As we wake up in the morning and get our bearings, we subconsciously put our mental energy and attention on the things we identify with, automatically going to our cell phones, thus adding on to all that we already know we have to do, reminding ourselves of the most important things, what's urgent, and probably where our stress is, just as we're waking up. So how do we bring more intentional energy to what matters most? Minimizing distractions, identifying unproductive habits, and giving our time to things that are the highest value to us? It's possible to go from feeling like we're barely surviving to fully thriving in our lives if we learn how to access optimal levels of energy and put it into the right place. Now, I've had my own experience with this shift, and I'm passionate about helping others do the same. Now, consider a tray of ice cubes, and they're holding 12 small blocks of ice. Each morning we get a fresh tray, and we get to decide where to place each one of these energy cubes throughout the course of our day. Without being intentional about where we place them, they get dispersed. Random acts of, distractions, we get caught up in gossip, social media, handling unimportant emails, the water melts. And then each night we fill the trays with water again, and we place it back in the freezer to be ready for the next day. The quality of water in each cube space is impacted by many things: food, exercise, sleep, stress, alcohol, toxic people, conversations, and maybe intention gone wrong. Look further, if not given sufficient time to crystallize, the ice will be incomplete. It'll be weak, leaving low level of energy at best to whatever we have to focus on. Question: how can we give our best if we're not at our best? Energy not maximized for high priorities will be drained by low priorities. When it comes to energy, there are 3 mentally energizing approaches I work on with high-level CEOs and their teams, even professional athletes, to get them putting better quality energy into the areas that matter most to them. Number 1 is take responsibility, being fully accountable for the circumstances of your life, becoming aware when and where you place blame, and choosing to take responsibility is extremely energizing. Not giving your power away, but holding on to your power is powerful. An energized leader looks at all the outcomes with an understanding that says, while I might not be responsible for the result, I can be responsible to it, and develop strategies and action steps to make the best of all scenarios. Taking action cultivates energy. Inaction diminishes energy, it drains it. When you place all of your attention and energy on the outer world, and you keep reacting to the same conditions in the same way, in a state of chronic stress that causes the brain to be in a constant state of arousal, your inner world becomes imbalanced, and your brain begins to work inefficiently. And then you become less effective. You become less effective in creating the energy required to architect new realms of possibility for your life, for your business, for your teams, and for your family. In other words, you become a victim of your life instead of the creator of your life. Number 2, start with intention. Being intentional regarding the energy you bring to your day is critical. Let's look at the changeovers and transitions we make each day, going from one activity to the next. Think about it. We wake up, take the kids to school, go to work, enter into one meeting after another, take calls, go from one call to another, give an important sales presentation, hustle to the end of the day, maybe to get home or go to the gym. We are busy. So what can easily and energetically happen if we aren't mindful and aware? We start the day with negative or low levels of energy, carry negative energy from one activity to the next, enter into a new situation without recovering from the prior one, even though we know we need a breather. We lose our sense of presence, and we lose our sense of appreciation for the life and the people around us. This happens as the days unfold, and we're not even conscious of it. Be intentional at the start of each day regarding the kind of energy you bring into every situation. Where attention goes, energy flows. Bring positive, life-giving energy versus waiting for it to arrive. Stay mindful of if-then thinking. If this happens, then X will be the result. Anticipate positive outcomes. Set positive triggers to remind you to be grateful, i.e., when I work on the highest priorities, I have gratitude. Appreciate the people and let them know. Be a good finder. Remember, what's wrong is always available. Point 3, stay present. Our mind wanders 47% of the time. We're spending half our time and energy on what is not in front of us, whether it be on a person or a task. Distraction sucks energy, which diminishes the amount of yourself you can bring to the day or bring to the block of time you need for the day. The longer you're able to stay present in the actual task at hand, statistically, the more likely you are to actually achieve the result and experience prolonged emotions of happiness, joy, and satisfaction. Have you ever heard of being in a flow state, also known as being in the zone? In positive psychology, this is simply just someone who is fully immersed and present in a feeling of energized focus, fully enjoying the process of the activity. Do you know at any point in time, the most important person in your life is the person right in front of you? When it comes to staying present with people in our conversations, I see a need for what I call courageous conversations. This is the willingness for a leader to say what is true for them and being a person whom others in the organization can fully express themselves authentically and with candor. Or if I said it another way, withholding truth, and by that I mean facts and feelings or things that are on my mind, not being present, can have a leader and a team member speak in a way that seeks to manipulate an outcome. Further, when there is no deep listening going on, people don't feel understood and will not feel safe expressing their points of view, and value is lost. Talk about a waste of time, yeah? You know, for the leader who withholds, the major problem is a decrease in energy. And this will show up in everything that flows out of us. It will affect our intellectual, emotional, and physical performance, even our spiritual and relational engagements. When we withhold, our energy flow gets dampened and even blocked. It's not good for you, and it's not good for the people with whom you engage. Aristotle once said, "The energy of the mind is the essence of your life." Today I focused on mental energy management. There is physical energy management, which is often talked about, and it's equally important, especially for high-performing athletes and executives. However, I will save this topic for another time. If you take just one thing from this, know it's not just about showing up. It's about the who you are when you show up and the quality of yourself that you bring to every engagement in life and in business. So please connect with me and my team. We'd love to hear your feedback on how you found this topic helpful. And if you do apply something you heard here, hey, let us know. This is important to us. 2 things come to mind. How'd it go? And hey, and did you notice an energy shift? And in what way? And what was the impact on what you were trying to do? We're really curious. Reach out to us, let us know. It's really important.